All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about Lil Xan. He's been going through it lately. He's at the point in his career where he's slowly drifting away from everyone's playlist, Instagram feeds, and all that because the last big hit he had was really the 2017 era. I'd like to start this video by saying Xan was nothing but nice to me. Every time I ever interacted with him, I think it was maybe like 3 times. He was a very nice guy. I just think he was misguided growing up and he went through a lot through his childhood. And he just had a lot of family problems and it led to him having also mental problems, and he had a drug addiction problem. I want to start off with the positive note that I think he's a nice guy. Just I may say Colorblind and Betrayed were fucking hit songs, and if he kept making music like that, he probably would be a superstar right now, but he stopped making music like that. So any of the projects he put out never had a crazy amount of substance to them, so he never reached the mainstream audience he really wanted to tap into. Because Xan low-key had a lot of potential to reach that mainstream audience. I know his name is kind of ridiculous and his image kind of went downhill ever since maybe 2019 because of like the Tupac thing, and he started getting into the news for like a lot of dumb shit, and his public image started slowly deteriorating. He also recently attacked his manager over the internet, saying that Stat like supplied him drugs and all that. Who knows if that's true or not, but I would like to say my point of view with Stat. He's a very nice guy. He's even been in some of my videos and the vlogs and shit. Stat is a former rapper, sober businessman. Like, he is straight to the point. I never got the vibe that he would purposely, in any way, shape, or form, force Xan to do drugs or any type of nonsense like that. He was all about the money, you know what I'm saying? Stat means business, you know what I'm saying? If anything, in Stat's ideal world, Stat would want Xan to be in the studio every single day and working on his image and trying to get healthy. That's what Stat would want. That's the vibes I get from seeing Stat and Xan together. Seeing Stat behind the scenes at a music video and whatnot. He seems like he was just meant to be a manager. Like, that's why he was born type shit. Apparently Stat wanted him to pay off his $30,000 on his loan on his G-Wagon, and for some reason Xan wouldn't give the money to him. And I'm not sure if that's the complete story, but I think it's because the G-Wagon is in Stat's name. So why on earth would he give Lil Xan a G-Wagon that still has money owed on it and transfer the title to him? Like, that doesn't make sense. No one with the brain would ever do that, especially if their relationship is bad right now. Why would you transfer a car to someone else, to their name, if your relationship is bad and you might just get scammed out of $30,000? Next thing you know, you have to pay the $30,000 loan. Like, fuck that. Xan blaming the drug addiction completely on Stat was insane. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I even said this in my Peep video. I think Peep obviously deserves some of the blame for his death. Obviously, like, he was going through it and he chose to take those drugs. But at the same time, Peep's managers also did too. They put him in that environment. Xan is acting like it was 100% Stat's fault for his drug addiction, which is absolutely insane to me.
Do you guys remember the whole Little Peep, the story where his management was giving him drugs? Well, that happened to me on tour, and my manager's name, Stat Quo, and my manager was supplying me with the drugs. I almost died on tour multiple times from him supplying me drugs.
But sadly, 2 days ago, Xan jumped on Instagram and put a story up saying that he checked himself into the hospital on a 5150 hold, California code for the action of a doctor, mental health professional, police officer, even a family member, and voluntarily committing someone to a mental health treatment facility. So basically, Lil Xan is in a mental health facility right now. I take mental health very seriously, and I feel bad for Xan at this point. Obviously, Xan made a lot of mistakes over the past few years, and I think he's probably in his head a lot, wondering how he got to the point of where he's at. So it's just very heartbreaking to see him being in that position. He also said, crazy, ever since I spoke out against the industry, so many false narrative videos about me started surfacing on the internet like wildfire. He wrote, if you think I'm broke, I ask you to go dig deeper and do your own research, then believe a stupid YouTube video. I'm living very comfortably and ask the people speaking lies about me to please stop, as it affecting my mental health. I think he's actually going after like the commentary videos I've seen about Xan of pretty much saying he's probably broke, or people just saying he's broke. Who knows if Xan's broke? I mean, I would imagine he's not a millionaire. If anything, best case scenario, he has a few $100,000 maybe. To be honest, it really is no one else's business but his. But at the same time, he did flex his money and his way of life. So for people to see his current state of his career and to just basically say, yeah, he's probably broke on the internet, it's not that serious of a situation. I can see why it would bother him though. That would definitely bother majority of people. If there was videos being made saying they're broke, it would definitely bother people. I don't know if he's broke. Who really gives a fuck, to be honest? I honestly couldn't give a fuck less. Not everything is about money. This entire situation, though, really upsets me because if I were to guess, Xan is not completely sober, which for someone who was going through a lot of mental issues, and I'm pretty sure he was in and out of rehabs and relapsed and shit. And it just seems like this is a really sad ending to a career that had actually a lot of promise to it at one point. There was a little window for Xan to be an actual superstar, but he just didn't put out good enough music and kind of fucked off and was lazy. I didn't know Xan enough, but I know Adam22 pretty much said Xan was a lazy fucker, so. Because I know Adam22 and I know he has a really good work ethic, so he probably just saw Xan just high as fuck in the studio and just not doing shit or something.
Reality is that you fucked up your career. Like, you didn't make music. You didn't stay in the studio. You didn't make any kind of real effort to get off drugs, or if you did, it didn't last that long. Stat Quo was there for you. Stat would have done anything to keep your career going in the right direction.
But at the end of the day, guys, we all have to sit back and realize that Lil Xan is also human too. He made a lot of mistakes. He doesn't deserve to be cyberbullied into the hospital and on 5150. Like, we all gotta relax. If you're one of the people spamming him on his Instagram or Twitter, saying really mean, hateful shit that he fucked up a little bit, the extra Instagram comments and Twitter replies are just not worth it. And we gotta realize that this guy's a fucking human and he's pretty much a kid. Like, let's be honest. I think Lil Xan's like, what, 21? How old is Lil Xan? Oh shit, Lil Xan is 25 years old. Ooh. That changes the game a little bit. I thought he was way younger for some reason. So he's a full-grown adult, but still he's a human. So you got to realize that he has feelings and we can't be as hurtful to Lil Xan, man. At the point when he's getting hospitalized, we can't go out there and make it even worse for someone who is in the fucking hospital for mental issues right now. So prayers up for Lil Xan, his family and friends. I hope his relationship with his manager gets better. My advice to Lil Xan would honestly be grind Twitch. Fuck music, boy. I feel like Lil Xan could be a big Twitch streamer. I fucking love you, boys. Comment down below what you guys think. Peace out.